turning this into a family place, a business. That's a challenge in today's climate.
We want to use this historic place and as well bring back the new golf wave, and make it as well like a great place for all families. We are a big fan of the little squirrels because
Little chunky squirrels, right?
Yeah, they are the most buff squirrels ever seen, and they need to keep their home.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what's to come.
Oh, so we currently we're working on the range project. So we want to create like this really amazing TrackMan driving range where you're not anymore so limited in time, where you're not so limited in temperature or rain. So you gotta have the covered hitting bays, or if your kids want to play in summer, they have summer break, but it's too hot. Yeah, but we're gonna have the covered hitting bays with fans in it to make it at least you can keep up with the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, but also like having the ability to after work that the parents can play with their kids or they can play together, and have a great dinner night after. So just give them the opportunities. But the same like pickleball. A lot of people like pickleball. we have the tennis courts. We're gonna redo one of the tennis courts, and then the other one we're gonna turn into pickleball. And the one tennis court we're gonna have a multifunction athletic part as well too. If somebody wants to play basketball or something like that. So just to have something a little bit for everybody.
Yeah. Full family atmosphere. I like that.
I like it too.
So let's talk about the history a little bit, because I would imagine that's what most people associate Rio Pinar with. And you came all this way, got this particular golf course, I would imagine, because of the history. Talk about what has happened out on this grass.
It's the history, and the history, the thing is a lot of places has history. And like you said, they torn it down because they torn down the spaces between the fairways and so they're not really, sadly, really the amount of pure golf courses is pretty little because you always have houses in between. And
right.
Here you have the 100% golf experience on the golf course. And this is something you can't buy. You can have the greatest golf course designers, but if you don't have the vibe from the other holes and everything, that's something you can't buy, even because there are a couple of houses in between. And the history here was the former Bay Hill, which was the Florida Citrus Open at that time. So it was a great event. They hosted here with an unbelievable winner list. I mean, that's who won here, like from Arnold Palmer, Lee Trevino, Hale Irvin, Julius Boros, like all Hall of Famers, and people who tried to win here and never done it.
Yeah, but what a special thing for the average person to be able to walk in the footsteps of those giants.
Yeah, but I would never. Somebody who plays golf is not average. He's anyway kind of a little bit crazy to play golf.
I'm curious, I have a question for you. Say somebody's like a normal golfer, even though there are no normal golfers, in the mid 90s to upper 90s, and they want to crack into the 80s. What would be your advice? A couple of things that they could focus on to maybe achieve that goal.
Like building a house. It's pretty much the same. You have your plan, how you want to build it, and you have your budget, and you have your structure, and then you need, this house to build gonna take half a year. And you would be not disappointed if it's not done after 1 month, because you scheduled it out for half a year. And you know this needs to be done. So, and it's nothing else. So to reach your goals in golf, it's really like you do a proper assessment, what you want, like the same, you want to build a house, what I want for a house, then is it possible to build that house, like the same, and then you make your schedule and then you go on from there.
There are no shortcuts, no magic tricks.
Sadly,
I was really hoping, like, you go to the doctor and you are obese and you're like, tell me how to get skinny. And they give you Ozempic and then you get skinny. I was really hoping there was going to be a magic pill or shot to fix me. But apparently it's just time.
Nothing can fix you, man.
I've heard that before, actually. But that's interesting. So your plans for the future with this place, it feels like it's similar to a golf game. It's going to be the long game. You have to take time, invest in the driving range, invest in the pickleball courts. You've got a whole new fleet of golf carts coming very soon.
You can write a business plan, you write your maintenance plan, what you need for improving the fleet and anything, and then you all of a sudden comes a hurdle which you never expected. You're like, I want to get this and this thing in, and I said, no, we don't sell it to you. And you're like, what?
What? What do you mean?
We want to have a lease contract. No, it's not going to work. So it's interesting as an owner, like to say these are just very, very interesting points to overcome, and we are very fortunately to have a great team of people we can work with, and there are companies who say like, hey, they see this, they come out here and they say, wow, that's okay, this is an opportunity that seems legit, and then they find they see the business opportunity for them as well.
Right.
So it's also an adjustment in different ways, but it's great. It's a great challenge, and you just grow with challenges. So it's awesome.
So now, had you known these challenges on the front end,
would you be here in Orlando, Florida?
Yes.
good.
That's always a question what you ask yourself. Like, damn, if we would have known that before. But yes, it's just a. You see on the other side, you always see the hurdles, but sometimes this time you have to go with Ben Hogan. You have to smell the roses.
Your wife is super talented, right? And
Yes.
so when you go into the clubhouse and you're sitting down, you're relaxing, and you're having a meal, and you're looking at all those beautiful paintings and pictures that are in there, she's responsible for those.
Yeah. She was. It was kind of funny because we love some art stuff in Europe, and she said, yeah, if you. And she's right. She's right. If you do it right. We figured out that we had a terrazzo underneath the carpet. So then my wife said, no, but that would look way better if it's up. And I was like, wow, we have to put up the old terrazzo, the old carpet, and everything getting terrazzo.
But you listened.
She got the better taste, and by far. So honestly, if I'm looking now, walking in. This mixture between new loungy style and some so it's not really like a golf club.
Doesn't feel like that. Yeah.
It's like a really loungy restaurant, modern, which is located as at a golf course.
Yeah.
So this is like, and then leaving the former champions group, which is now the Oak Room, just modernize that a little bit, which still have this history part of it and still have the trophy from Arnold Palmer. So that's a separate space.
Yeah.
So that the same, like again, everybody what feels comfortable. So maybe after a golf round and look some sports, a lot of people feel in that room way more comfortable.
Sure.
But going out for dinner night, that's the other spaces for the most people way more intriguing.
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful.
We're rooting for this guy.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I'm rooting for East Orlando. All of it.
I am. I live in East Orlando,
You better root.
we're very excited. We wish you the best with this crazy investment.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, this is our pleasure.
Thank you.
This is great. Thank you for being here.